Hi, this is We Love Betting. My name is Mark O'Hare and I'm joined by Nick Watts, the informed man in the Premier League at the moment. I believe it's 7 wins from 9, am I right?
I need to go back and look at
it is, and it's a definite hat-trick from last week as well.
It was a definite hat-trick.
So, well, I
don't like to brag.
I slumped with nothing, you slumped with all 3. So share the wealth next time. But anyway, we're still in Pret and Nick's got 3 tips from the Premier League for us. So fire away, Nick.
Okay, I'm going to start with West Brom. They are at home to QPR. Now, I've opposed West Brom an awful lot this season,
I know
and it has been a losing thing for me, really. I mean, I think I won the last time that I opposed them, but prior to that, they've given me a bit of a shoeing so far this season. They are at home to QPR though this week, so I can't really oppose them, can I, Mark? It's not really happened to the Euros yet. Completely new team. It's not clicking for QPR. Let's face it. Even you said yourself that Monday's performance highly disappointing until Adele came off the bench and sort of popped up a wonder goal that might have turned things around, and then a moment of madness to kind of shoot yourselves in the foot. You know, that home record of West Brom, I've criticised them a lot for last season where I think it was the 16th best home record. You know, really wasn't very impressive at the Hawthorns at all, but this year won 3 out of 3, not even conceded a goal, and of course they've entertained Liverpool and Everton so far this season, so you know, no mean feat by any stretch of the mark. It's a difficult place to go so far this season, and QPR being in that poor form, really, I'm amazed to see West Brom available at 10 to 11. Absolutely stunning, really. They had the worst away record in the Premier League last year. They won 3, drew 2 and lost 14. Famously, I think that end of season run that kept you up was just all about the home games, wasn't it? Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. You know, it was absolutely incredible. So I just can't see a reason why you wouldn't back that 10 to 11 for West Brom, to be honest.
I agree. If it means anything, I think West Brom are fantastic value this weekend.
I think the last time I lost this fixture was from like 1999 as well, so history on
about
side.
3 points in about 19 away games or something stupid now.
Yeah, great.
Anyway, next tip.
That put me in a bad mood, and it's going to get worse because I'm going to side with Chelsea home to Norwich as well, the nemesis, Mark. It's a bit obvious this. I almost feel embarrassed to tip this up, but it's just plain there in front of you, isn't it? Norwich got an absolute smashing from Liverpool last week, and they just haven't looked a great side yet to record a win under Chris Hughton, of course. You know, looking like second season syndrome, much as I hate that phrase, kind of getting stuck into Norwich now, and you've got to worry about them over the course of the season. They've been poor at Stamford Bridge traditionally as well. I think they've lost in their last 5 visits. I'll make it a 3-1, a 2-0 and 3 4-0 defeats to Chelsea here, so they really don't have a good record, and I do think they're likely to take another beating. Yes, they got a credible result at Spurs, but Spurs were in a bit of disarray at the time. Chelsea obviously coming off the back of wins of the Champions League, and indeed at Arsenal, so we can share our bitterness, Mark, on that front. You know, so I think they're in decent form. I think they're a good attacking side, and you know, I'm surprised to see the double result at 4 to 5. Chelsea haven't been brilliant in terms of half-time, full-time so far this season, but Norwich have been bloody awful, quite frankly. 19th. They stand on the table, drawing 3 and losing 3 at half time. So with sympathy for the Canaries, I really, in a way, hope they prove me wrong, but I just think that 4 to 5 for the double result, Chelsea half time and full time, is too good to miss, Mark.
Well, relish if you're wrong in your first 2 bets, but what's your...
Maybe you'll be happy with this one. It's Liverpool against Stoke. For once, I'm not going to oppose Liverpool. They do tend to be too short, as we said, but I don't really have an awful lot of faith in Stoke away from home. What I will say is that I'm not expecting much entertainment for this game, really. Certainly not the 5-2 thriller that Liverpool were involved in last week. This game has a history for under 2.5 goals. 7 of the last 10 meetings were unders. Stoke have failed to score in their last 4 trips to Anfield. In fact, amazingly, they've scored just once in their last 11 visits to Liverpool. Absolutely astounding. So if you've got one side that seems almost nailed on not to contribute to the scoreline, and I don't have an awful lot of faith in Liverpool to be able to break down what was a stubborn defence. You know, certainly at Stamford Bridge, Stoke gave Chelsea a run for their money in that sense, putting everyone behind the ball. Then I think under's the way to go here. 10 to 11 you can get, and I think it's a surprising one again for me. You know, with this tending to be a low-scoring fixture, and just the fact that Liverpool don't score a massive amount of goals. Stoke lowest Premier League away scorers last season. I think I must use that stat more than any other. 11 goals they scored away from home last year. Absolutely astounding. So for me, that 10 to 11 is another great bet.
I will also add as well, I think I've read something today earlier that Stoke haven't won in 49 trips to Anfield.
Really?
Something
Incredible.
absolutely sensational.
Well, it doesn't help if you don't score. They score 1 in 11 or something. Yeah, absolutely mad. So.
Alright, your 3 tips again.
The rundown. Okay, so it's Liverpool v Stoke, under 2.5 goals from 10 to 11. Chelsea v Norwich, I'm going Chelsea in the double result, that's around 4 to 5. And West Brom to beat QPR, sorry Mark, 10 to 11.
It's alright, I'll let you off because you're in form. You had 3 last week. Let's hope you get the treble up again this week. Thanks,
Let's do
Nick.
it.